As much as I hate to say it, Cassandra's right. We have to find this artifact before the term ends. Which means we need to get to that third painting.
But we're not old enough to go to Hogsmeade.
Not with our current faces. We can brew a polyjuice potion to make us look older. No need to thank me. I read ahead in the textbook. Cassandra's not the only one who can cast advanced spells.
Doesn't that potion take a month to brew?
You're right, but we don't have anything else to do at the moment, do we?
And don't you need blood-sucking leeches? And the skin of a highly poisonous boomslang snake?
Right. I assumed one of you would have a pet boomslang snake.
I once had a leech as a pet, until it fell off. Why don't we just sneak in?
Robin's right. We need a way to sneak into Hogsmeade without getting caught. Luckily, we have an expert in alternative ways to get around the castle.
Did someone call me? Hello!
Gossamer, we need to get to Hogsmeade without a polyjuice potion.
Or permission, which we definitely don't have, and yet we're still going.
Oh, that's wonderful. Hogsmeade is one of the most frequently sneaked into places in the history of Hogwarts. There are many secret passages that lead there, all of which are either caved in or carefully guarded by Filch.
But there's only one Filch. He can't watch all of them at once. If I create diversion at one of the entrances and get Filch's attention, Gossamer can lead you through another passage.
That's brilliant. But are you sure you want to face Filch alone?
A noble sacrifice. If only we all could take one for the team.
Well, I figure it's either Filch or a dark, scary passage that might cave in at any moment.
So noble.
This is it. Behind this statue is a passage that leads directly to Honeydukes in Hogsmeade.
Assuming Gossamer was right, what if Filch closed it up?
Then I'm going to be very sad. I love sweets.
He's going to totally mess this up, isn't he? Fine, I'll help him.
Hey, Robin.
Don't you hey me. I came to help you. I'm making sure everyone's safe. Safety for everyone!
Right. For a second there, I thought you were under the influence of Gregory's unctuous unction.
What on earth does that do?
If I gave you a sip, you'd be totally convinced that I was your best friend. You'd follow me anywhere.
You're as thick as flobberworm mucus, you know that?
What? I've never used it.
Is that their diversion?
I suppose they could argue with each other until Filch comes.
I don't need a potion to think that you're my best friend.
We're best friends? I'm confused. All you do is make fun of me.
You're so frustrating. You know all this stuff, but you're really dumb sometimes. Why do you think I'm helping you?
This is going to be the best diversion ever!
Really?
Vermilius!
What's going on here? Who did this? I can't see a thing!
It was me! Over here!
You are not hogging all the credit for this. It was me. My plan all along.
Looks like there are some real sparks between Robin and Kevin.
Now's our chance. Say the password Gossamer gave us.
Descendium.
Are we sure this is going to Honeydukes? I don't smell anything sweet, just mud.
I think we're lost. Doesn't it seem like we've been walking forever? What's that? Hello?
Probably nothing. Doesn't look like anything's come through here in years.
We shouldn't be worried about anything that's come through the tunnel. We should be worried about things that have tunneled into the tunnel.
You call that a challenge? Your caps aren't getting any redder today. Wait, no one got bludgeoned, right?
We're all right. Those little creatures were so mean.
This must be the end of the passage.
I smell something sweet.
Remember, we're not supposed to be here. Let's try to keep a low profile. Find the painting and get out of here.
Can we go back to Honeydukes?
And miss the chance to stare danger right in the face?
Hello, pub patrons. We're not here to cause trouble. We're just looking for a portrait named Harold.
Low profile, remember?
Oi! You looking for Harold?
Yes. Do you know him?
Who's asking? You aren't from the ministry, are you?
Do we look like we're from the ministry?
That's just what a person from the ministry would say, especially with those ridiculous childlike disguises. Oh, you'll get nothing from Harold. He hates visitors almost as much as he hates people nosing around asking questions. He just wants to be left alone.
We know Harold's old friends in the grand staircase at Hogwarts. They really miss him.
Harold's old friends? Harold's only friends are the Pints and the Paytons in this bar.
Oh, shut it, Harold. The poor bloke's always carrying on about his days at Hogwarts before he was taken from the walls.
You're Harold.
Oh, blimey. You got me stuck with the name like I'm stuck on this wall. Taken by a wizard who thought I knew too much.
The other painting said you know about a map that leads to a rare magical artifact.
That I do. But you've come all this way for nothing. The map's the back of the castle in the grand staircase.
We've looked everywhere around those portraits.
Well, you obviously haven't been pointed in the right direction.
Map or no map, we can take you back to be with your friends.
Oh, how I'd love to see the old gang. But a right old time you'd have of that. You don't just grab a painting off the walls here and walk off with it. These folks are a bit particular with their possessions, if you get my drift.
We'll fight our way out if we have to.
Or in the case of all good art, when you can't have the real thing, you can always make a copy. Gemini! Now all we have to do is remove this extremely big heavy portrait from the bar without anyone noticing.
Reducio. There. Let's get out of here. Professor Gorski? What is he doing here?
Oh, he definitely has some explaining to do. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Wait, Daniel! We still don't know who to trust, and we still don't want anyone to know we're here. Let's see what he's up to.
That's just like the pouch the cloaked wizard in the chamber used to store the basilisk fang.
But that would mean...
What's it to you? What are you kids doing here and why are you meddling in the private business matters of our patrons?
Let me guess. Someone's behind me again.
There. I think that's the last one.
I feel like I could write a book about the many interesting gargoyles of Hogwarts. A long one.
They really are everywhere. You'd think eventually someone would update the decor. Ugh, detention is so unfair, especially when you're missing the biggest Quidditch match of the year. My dad and I would play catch the quaffle and seek the snitch for hours when I was little.
My mum was always out playing with other people, which is why I'm so bad at Quidditch. And why I mostly ended up playing with my dad.
My dad taught me how to paint. Before he left on one of his artistic adventures, he'd always paint a butterfly somewhere in the house. The butterfly would fly from painting to painting, and I would try to catch it in a work of my own. I would paint gardens and forests and fields of daisies to give the butterfly a place to land. And when it would finally perch on my painting, I knew I had created something special. Something my father would have liked. I never caught his last butterfly. And now I don't even know where my father is. Or if he's even alive.
I'm sure he's out there somewhere.
I hope so. He would have loved to hear about this treasure hunt. Finding mysterious portraits and putting together clues. I just hope I'm as good at it as he was.
Happy detention! How's it going?
I'm not sure there's anything else to polish in all of Hogwarts.
This is madness. Gorski was there. Why doesn't McGonagall believe us?
Because we don't have proof.
Why don't we get some?
How? It's not like you can just march into Gorski's office and accuse him of selling a basilisk fang at the inn, which is extraordinarily illegal, by the way. No, definitely not! Don't even think about it! What if there's something even bigger going on here? What if Gorski's a dark wizard?
That's what we need to find out. Robin, you watch the hall. And Kevin, you stand outside Gorski's door in case something strange happens.
And where exactly will you be?
We're going into Gorski's office to get to the bottom of this.
Yes, come in. How are my favorite artifact hunters doing?
Professor, we need to ask you something.
I'm afraid I can't give you an extension. The deadline is the last day. But I have faith in you. You may be the only group left yet to find something, but as you know, just because something's hard to find doesn't mean it isn't there.
That's strange. That's exactly what Daniel said to Cassandra.
Was that you making a deal at the Hog's Head Inn?
Why, no, of course not. My associates are scholars and students of history, not the types of wizards who deal in the dark.
But we saw you.
I'm afraid you must be mistaken, and that I must ask you to leave. I need you to get out!
Were you in possession of a basilisk fang?
No. No. I would have no use for such a foul thing. Such a thing would serve no purpose. But it could destroy any lock or open any box, and then any treasure could be yours.
Did you attack us?
Oh, no, child. I would never attack a student. A student who has done nothing wrong? A student who is only in the Chamber of Secrets searching for clues? I am not the cloaked wizard you seek.
How did you know we were in the Chamber of Secrets?
And how do you know about the cloaked wizard?
Because he's been spying on us.
No! He made me. Students will search for us, he said. They will solve the secret of the map. We just need to follow From Hagrid's, to the hall, to the dungeon, to the library, to the Chamber of Secrets, to the secret tunnel, to Hogsmeade.
That's every place we've been. It's true. You were watching us.
I'm always watching. Students, run!
Don't let him get away.
I never trusted that lemur.
Since when can lemurs use a wand?
Since now, apparently.
Look out! McGonagall's coming! Give me a name!
I can't!
It's the Imperious Curse, isn't it? This is clearly the work of a powerful wizard.
Students, back to your dormitories at once. The Ministry and the school have this under control.
But we know who did this.
It's Gorski's assistant, Bly.
And the Ministry will deal with it. Apparently, they've been on the case for months, following Gorski's every move. Although they only just now chose to inform me. Agents are on their way to secure the castle.
But what if he escapes?
If there's a powerful wizard on the loose, it's not safe out in the halls. Back to your dormitories, now!
You're so close. But so is he. Don't let him find it first.
I've never seen McGonagall that stern before, which is saying something. Shouldn't we go back to the common room?
You heard what Gorski said. We're close. Everything we've done has led us to this wall of paintings. There must be something we're missing.
We've checked every single painting. Let's face it, there's no map.
It doesn't make sense. Why would all these wizards go through all this trouble for something that isn't there? Even down to moving through random paintings.
Hello, you sweet little urchins. We're all back on the wall at last.
I must say, things are quite a bit brighter these days.
Oh, you two don't go turning to mush on us now. Although, it is good to be back on the old wall with my best chums. Everyone at the pub was all, mind your own business all the time. We never got to talk about our feelings.
Are you crying?
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Recruitment's going well, I see. Look at your new members. You must have a lovely pamphlet. Or some compelling nefarious ends.
What is he talking about?
He thinks we're in a secret society. Don't ask.
Go on. What is it you're after?
We're still looking for the map. Are you sure it's in this hall?
You want to purge the world of maps? Now that you mention it, maps are rather smug, aren't they? Always pointing you somewhere, presuming that's where you want to be. What if I were to go somewhere else? Or take the scenic route?
Is the map here?
Oh, that's what he said.
That's what who said?
The bloke who took me to the pub. He told me he had to move me because of the map in the hall. Said I was out of line. Whatever that means.
You didn't get his name?
Didn't give it. Odd, really. I thought artists were always putting their names on things.
He was an artist?
Well, looked to be. Had paint on his robes, a bit like you.
Wait, you said out of line? That might be it. We checked every single painting, but what if the secret of the map wasn't in a single painting? What if it was in all the paintings?
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything now, but that doesn't mean you will always see nothing.
Right. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Many of the paintings were moved, And the people in the paintings move too. If we restored everyone to their original positions and places, maybe we would see a different picture.
It's worth a try.
It's the best plan we've got. We trust you, Lottie.
Excuse me, paintings. Thank you. We're trying to find a magical artifact before an evil wizard gets to it. So, we're going to need your help. I need everyone to return to your original poses.
Oh, I see it now.
Huh. The portraits are the map.
The portraits we recovered weren't moved because they knew about the map. They were moved because they weren't in line with the map.
Ah, such pretty flowers. Reminds me of the ones my mum used to be in the gallery with.
What do you think it means?
Looks exactly like my father's butterfly. We have to follow it.
How? It's in the painting.